Hi, and welcome back to Influence, a show all about the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. I'm your host, Lacey Gordon. Here with me today is Emma. Emma, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. We'll start off with you just telling us a little bit about yourself, where you're from and your major and all that.
So I'm from Pass Christian, Mississippi, which is on the Gulf Coast, and I am a senior biochemistry major. I also take a lot of psychology classes too.
Gotcha. Okay, that's awesome. So we're here today to talk about the Undergraduate Research Scholars Program, which I know you're involved in and a huge part of. So if you could tell us a little bit about that program, and then we'll see what you're learning from it.
Okay, yeah. So the Undergraduate Research Scholars Program, or URSP, is a program that allows students of the College of Ag and Life Sciences to participate in undergraduate research with guided mentorship. So you apply with a faculty member, you propose a research project, and then if you get into the program, you get to do research for a whole year, and you also get paid to do that research, which is a big part of the program, is funding that research.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. So who is your faculty member and what is your research?
Yeah, so I'm currently working with Dr. Krish in the biochem department over in Clay Lyle. I was actually there this morning working on some stuff. And my main project is studying the role of matrix metalloproteinases in a fruit fly model of spinocerebellar ataxia type 1, which is a neurodegenerative disease that occurs in humans and has that like shaky kind of feeling, and it gets progressive worse with age. Kind of similar to stuff like Parkinson's and that kind of thing.
Yeah, so have you been enjoying that so far?
Yeah, I really like research a lot. The URSP has been a great part of my undergrad career. It's been a really big influence in like all of my decisions and stuff like that.
Oh, that's incredible. So have you presented your research anywhere?
Yes, so in last fall, the biochem department does like its own little symposium where I presented my first year as a URSP student. I presented there, and then that spring I presented at the Mississippi Academy of Sciences annual conference, which was really fun. I won second place in the undergrad symposium, and then later on Mississippi State always does an annual undergrad symposium in April that I got to present at and won first place in both the URSP competition as well as the biomedical sciences competition.
Oh, that's incredible. So aside from the research side of things that you've learned, what has this program taught you or allowed you to do that maybe you wouldn't have had if you weren't a part of it?
Yeah, so I think being able to present my research is a very valuable skill, to be able to go and talk about what you're doing, and also kind of like have this elevator pitch for yourself. So whenever you like introduce yourself to someone that you might want to work with, you can talk about yourself and kind of like build yourself up, especially. And that has really helped me get into grad school, because I've been doing the grad school application process for the past year, and it's really intense. And a lot of my mentorship from Dr. Krish, getting letters of rec, and also just being able to talk about my research really helped with that. Yeah,
well, that's incredible, and I know you've done such great things with this, and we're so proud of you and excited to see where the future takes you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here, Emma. One last question.
Okay.
Why did you choose to come to Mississippi State?
Actually, it is because I was interested in doing research. When I visited, I think it was like one of the honors recognition days that I came to visit. I talked to a current biochemistry student, and she told me all about her research, and I just thought, this is the coolest thing. I'd never like heard of doing research as an undergrad. She was getting published, which is another thing that's really good about the program, is you have the opportunity to get published. I know I've submitted a couple of articles to different journals, but it was like a brand new thing for me, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm coming here.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much, and we're excited for your future and to see where it takes you. We'll be right back on Influence.
Think you know ag? Think again.
We are creative. We protect the environment.
We prepare for careers in medicine and conduct research.
We empower people and communities.
We are technology driven.
And we feed and clothe the world. We are the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences at Mississippi State University.
Now that we got to hear from Emma and her experience with the Undergraduate Research Scholars Program, now we get to hear from Alex about hers. Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. It's a beautiful day outside.
Yeah, the weather's great. I know. So tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from and your major to start.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Arkansas, from Northeast Arkansas. The best way I describe it is if you get to Memphis and then hop the bridge, and that's where I'm from. I'm a senior animal and dairy science major with a pre-veterinary science concentration, and I also have a minor in international studies and agriculture.
Gotcha. That's incredible. Well, I'm excited to hear about your research that you've been doing with the Undergraduate Research Scholars Program. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I got involved with the URSP program my junior year of my undergraduate studies. I had always been interested in research, but you hear the word research and you don't really know what that means. And so I kind of grew up with a horse background. When I majored in animal and dairy science, the only really agriculture or the only really animal industry I knew about was the equine industry. So when I was thinking about getting involved in research, I wanted to get involved in something that I was familiar with. And so I approached Dr. Clay Cavender. He was one of my professors, and he's the extension horse specialist for the state of Mississippi. And I just asked him, I was like, do you have any projects that I could get involved with? And he was like, actually, I have a PhD student that's working on one. And so her work was involving melatonin. And so she was looking at the effects of melatonin on horses after exercise and just looking at a variety of biochemical markers. So my first year in the program, which was my junior year, I looked at an inflammatory marker, serum amyloid A, and characterized that marker just to see if there were any changes after the melatonin supplementation. And then this year, I'm looking at 2 muscle damage markers, lactate dehydrogenase and creatine kinase.
Yeah, that's so neat. What has been the biggest thing you've learned from this, on the research side of things, but then personally as well?
I think that research looks so different. So even within animal science, so most of the time I spend the time up in the 3rd floor of the ADS building working in a lab doing a biochemical assay. But I have friends who are also in the program and they're out at the farm every single day. And I think it really kind of defined what research could be for me and just how intricate the research community is. I was actually fortunate enough to present my research over this past summer at the Equine Science Symposium in Grapevine, Dallas, Texas. And so through that, I just realized that everyone knows each other and that really when you're in science, that the world is a lot closer than you think. And so that's been incredible. But then also just to be able to get to know the faculty better, to get to know grad students better, and just to hear about their experiences. Because honestly, I'm going to veterinary school. I'm starting this summer, but I still don't really know exactly where I want to end up. And so just hearing each person's journey and being able to form those more interpersonal connections through the research has been that's really incredible.
Awesome. You know, I think between you and Emma, with your research and your projects, y'all are the perfect example of what it means to go to a land-grant institution. You know, I just think that's so awesome, and congratulations on everything. So you're going to vet school. Are you going at Mississippi State?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
So that was actually the reason why I came here. When I was a senior in high school, I applied for the university's early entry veterinary program. And I kind of told myself, because Arkansas doesn't have an in-state vet school, and I knew from a very young age that I wanted to be a veterinarian. And so I kind of told myself, I was like, if I get into the program, I think I'm going to come to Mississippi Mississippi State. I had visited, I had really enjoyed the campus, and I loved the atmosphere
Yeah.
here. And so that's why I came. And so I'm extremely excited to start, because it's been 4 years in the waiting. And I'm extremely fortunate for the program and for the opportunities I've had here.
That is awesome. What advice would you give to students that might want to get into the Undergraduate Research Scholars Program?
I would say just talk to people. Like, don't be afraid to walk into a professor's office, because you do have to work with a faculty mentor when you submit the application. Don't be afraid to just walk in and just ask, because there's opportunities abound, and the worst they can tell you is no, or tell you to go ask somebody else. So don't be afraid to go after something if you are really interested in it, because a lot of students, faculty are looking for passionate students, and you never know where that research, where the opportunity is going to take you.
Yeah, that's incredible. How has it been working with the faculty member? Have you really enjoyed that?
Yes, I really have. I've gotten to know Dr. Cavender a lot more, but then also it's kind of funny, because when you are in classes, you see your professors, but you see them for maybe 3 hours a week, and you kind of forget that they actually have lives. I hate to say that, but lives after, or outside of school. So it's been really cool to see. To know, or to walk into his office and see pictures of his daughter and pictures of his wife, and that's just been a really cool interaction. But then also I've applied for some other internships, and then being able to use him as a faculty recommendation has been incredible.
That's incredible, and I know you're going to do such great things going to vet school and beyond that. But I just think between you and Emma both, going back to the land grant mission, being able to come here and do this research, that's a great opportunity for students, and I wish more incoming students knew about these opportunities like that.
I do too. The College of Agriculture and Life Sciences has been transformative in my career. I came into college thinking I was going to do one thing. I got a semester in, and I had all these opportunities opened up for me. I've been able to study abroad, which is something I always wanted to do but never had the opportunity to, and that just really increased that worldview. We talk a lot about One Health and public health, especially within agriculture and within science in general, and so just being able to be exposed to that, and to have all those opportunities to look at what I am interested in and explore those. It's been incredible. I've loved my time here.
Man, that is awesome. Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Alex. Thanks for watching Influence. We'll see you next time.